Hi, my name's Jared, and I'm going to discuss my journey through completing the Common Good Award. This digital story is going to example each of the activities I completed for the 4 attributes of active and global citizenship, responsible leadership, confidence, and an entrepreneurial mindset. And I'll show how each of these activities have benefited the communities and groups that I've been working with. So an overview here for my active and global citizenship and responsible leadership. I completed work in the GCU Roots for All programme. To develop my confidence, I delivered campus tours as part of the GCU College Connect programme, and to develop my entrepreneurial mindset, I made a radiographer study. So the purpose of the Roots for All programme was to inform S5 and S6 pupils about possible routes into higher education. My role as a student mentor was to facilitate discussions around exam preparation, research into college courses, effective personal statement writing, and sharing my experience. This required leadership from me to maintain professional boundaries and set a good example for these pupils as we conducted the sessions. So this impacted schools locally, as the Roots for All programme is run in 25 secondary schools, reaching nearly 1,000 pupils. And hopefully by the end they have a better understanding of higher education and see it as something that's more achievable for them if they want it. These schools are in SIND 1 and 2 areas which are deprived, so this work contributes to addressing the education inequalities that we see in Scotland. So the purpose of the College Connect programme is to aid college students in their transition to university, and my role within this was to facilitate discussion around what to expect when they come to university, what the exams are like, and academic writing. But the largest component that developed my confidence was campus tours. These campus tours impacted the community that I delivered the tour to, and hopefully gave them a better understanding of the campus and clarified decisions of whether they want to study at GCU. However, the largest impact is seen in my professional practice and how it impacts how I view certain scenarios. So because I was more confident, I'm able to have better interactions with my patients, and that translates into the care that I give, but also it led me to take more opportunities. So one example is the one on the right, which is the cultural competence talk that we gave around drug users, which is a particularly important inequality for Scotland. Lastly was the development of my study tool for radiographers. So one of the things that we need to do as radiographers is be able to evaluate our images and determine if they're of diagnostic quality. And the process of learning this is fairly arduous and involves reading textbooks and writing out the criteria until it's in your brain. But I tried that we could make this more interactive, so I developed a website where students would be provided with an x-ray and then the appropriate criteria for each one to make this process more interactive. This presented a number of challenges. I had to make this from scratch and learn different coding concepts, but alongside that I had to gain feedback from a class to understand the learning needs were, so that it was used in a tutorial to get that feedback. The impact of this can be seen in the radiographer student community. In the short term, this helps us pass our exams and become qualified radiographers. 100% of the people who answered the feedback form said that they found this to be beneficial and something that they would use to develop these skills. But what we do in university directly impacts our clinical practice, and so the impact of this will be seen in the care that we give. If radiographers can become quick with our critiques of images and determining if they're diagnostic, and we can provide more patient-centred care and have more time for our patients in the long run. To conclude this, I'd say that each of the activities have benefited the student community, college students, secondary students, and also radiography students, but largely it's benefited me in terms of developing my confidence and leadership that I can now take into my future practice as a radiographer.